Yes, it's time to do some hot takes, some real talks, and some unpopular opinions. I called out to Twitter and Facebook to get some of your own hot takes, your own, drops of knowledge, and I only got 3, but I'm still going to respond to those. I'm hoping to do these pretty regularly. Yes, I am 100% stealing this from the Melon. If it works for him, it's going to work for me, so let's give it a try. Starless and Bible Black is the best King Crimson album with John Wetton. I mean, you're not wrong. I think they only did 3 albums with him. Was it Lark's Tongue and Aspect, Bible Black? You don't have a whole lot of pool to pull from. I will agree that Red is the best album of the 3. Now, are you talking about that as a specific, vocalist? Because he had the most to do on Red. In fact, I think, Starless and Bible Black itself was mainly an instrumental work on the second side. First side, not so much. They did utilize him as well the most on Red because there was only 3 accredited players on that. I think Mel Collins came in near the end or beginning of the recording session. Hot take! There are too many gent-like instrumental progressive bands that have all the technical chops but are not good at songwriting. Genre is flooded with bands like this recently. Agreed. I love gent, but they are definitely more of mathematicians playing around with calculations than they are of actual songwriters. Now, a lot of this has to do with the fact that most of those bands are strictly instrumental. A lot of that is just kind of technical rankery at that time. And I feel like they need to really hunker down and figure out a proper song structure. Now, don't get me wrong, I love gent, but I do feel as though, it's definitely much more of a how much wankery can we do on the guitars than it is on how can we really set the atmosphere and set the playing style for constructing a really good piece of music. Unpopular opinion, the Red Hot Chili Peppers is the worst band ever. They're just gross and have literally no good songs. I'm going to have to disagree with that one. I mean, the Red Hot Chili Peppers is not my favorite band, and they're far from being the best band on the face of the earth, but I can't say that they're the worst band ever. There are a lot of worse bands. I'm not as familiar with their discography, but at least I do know that there are many decent songs. Flea's bass playing is pretty top notch. It's hard to discredit that. I feel like when they were first getting started, they were more of a gimmick band, especially coming on stage in just their underwear. But they do have some pretty standout lyrics and songwriting styles. I mean, Californication is a pretty standout track, and any track that inspired the Bedrock Anthem is just aces in my book. I feel as though there's probably a little bit more of a grievance within that comment and a personal vendetta against the band that is really warranted. I will admit that some of the bands that are out there aren't necessarily the best, but to come right out and say they're the worst, that's a little harsh. I don't go out and I haven't bought or listened to much of their work. I won't go to a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert, but I won't go out and say that they're the worst band ever. Overrated, I might put that label on them, but that's as far as I'm going to go for that. That's about it. I only got 3, so I wanted to keep this nice and short. I didn't think I was going to get any other ones. So let me know of some of your own hot takes, some of your own real talks or unpopular opinions by commenting down below. Maybe they'll make it into the next one. I'll do another one of these shoutouts in a couple of weeks and hopefully get some buzz going about this. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you guys are definitely the best. And until next time, notes out.